Hello again, everybody out there on YouTube. Today we're going to show you how to smoke baby back ribs on the Big Green Egg. The first thing we want to do, we got our piece of meat here. Just looks like every single piece of meat that you can get at Publix, Kroger, you name it. What I'm going to show you first is how to remove the membrane. It's pretty simple. Just take a sharp knife and go over here to the corner. Try to get yourself a good corner. Get it started. What I've noticed is it helps if the meat's a little warm, closer to room temperature. Then you take a paper towel, grab a hold of that chunk, and then you're going to peel it back. Now as you go, get closer and closer. You just peel that membrane back. There we go. There we go, more of that membrane's gone. And you want to do this so the rub really soaks in. That, and of course, your family's not chewing on a chewy membrane. Almost done with the membrane. There you go. It's as simple as that. That was a good clean pull. Sometimes takes a little bit more effort. Now, next thing we're going to do is we're going to rub this rack up and then wrap it up in cellophane. A good rule of thumb that I use is basically it's a 1 to 3 part rub. Whatever you put on the back, if you put 1 on it. So I do a little bit on the back just for flavor. Make sure you get those hind ends. Whatever I put on front, I'm going to do 3 times. Whatever I do 1 time on the back, I'm going to do 3 times on the front. Again, you're just going to rub that in, get your hands all nice and smelling good, like some good barbecue. There you go. Like I said, don't be afraid to get your hands dirty. Alrighty. We're going to flip it over to the meat end. Be very, very, very generous with this. Even had to crack open a new bottle. One thing that whenever you get your rub on, what you're going to want to do is wrap it up in cellophane. What I do is I usually leave it on the kitchen counter for, there we go, like I said, very generous. Leave it on the kitchen counter for about an hour prior to your smoke. Just like the back, you're going to get in there, make sure everything's getting in that meat, making sure it's tenderizing, making sure it's getting in there with the collagen and all that good stuff. I'll use technical terms for it's gonna taste good. There we go. You'll notice that I don't use mustard or any sort of adhesive to my rub. I found that just the natural juices alone does just fine. There we are. Get that membrane off. Alrighty, just let it sit on the kitchen counter for about an hour, 2 hours, and you'll be ready to go. Let's get back to how we're going to set up. All right, now I'm going to show you how to set up the Big Green Egg for smoke. As you can see, I have a fully loaded fire pit. I have my plate setter, a pie pan that we're going to use as a water pan, and I got the hickory chunks here. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to start throwing these hickory chunks in here. Some people say use 3 chunks, what have you. I say the more the merrier, because even during the Texas Crunch, which I'll tell you about later, it doesn't really matter. All right, we're gonna set in the, already starting to smoke up. We're gonna set the plate setter in. There we go, just like that. Take the water pan, put it right on it. Put the grate on it. Fill the water pan up. There we go. Now we're good to set temp. We want to set temp at about 225. So what I recommend, we're going to be about a quarter down at the bottom, and then the pedals should be roughly somewhere at half. But I'll let you know when it gets out there. All right, now that we're approaching that 225 mark, we're going to put on the ribs here. Whew, a lot of smoke. There we go. Just going to take it, lay one there, and one there. There you go. Choke it down, make sure it didn't jump heat on you, and get it back down to 225, and you should be in business. What you want to do is you want to leave this on the grill for 2 hours. See you back in 2 hours. Okay, it's been 2 hours now. We're just gonna pull it out, and that's what we got going on right now. Just gonna set it on a piece of aluminum foil. Set it on a piece of aluminum foil. There we are. Lower it down to preserve your temperature. You still want to keep it at 225 for this next part of the cook. So what we're doing right now is called the Texas Crunch. We have a little bit of apple juice. You're just gonna pour it in there. There you go. Just a little bit will get you a long way. There you go. All right. What that's gonna do? It's a natural sugar. It helps break down the meat. Fold it over. Fold it over. Fold it over. Make sure none of the juices fall out, which it did, but that's fine because I'm doing it one-handed. There we go. And the idea is so it kind of cooks in a steaming fashion. There we go. Alrighty. So now you have your two pockets there. It's gonna steam it up nice and juicy. So that's what you should have at the end of this. We're going to be flipping this an hour into it, but what I typically do is you can always tell which direction the meat side is. I always like to cook that first side down. So whenever you put it back in the egg, I'm going to put it meat side down and meat side down. Alrighty. Again, keep it at 225. Should be relatively clear heat at this point. And we'll check on it and flip it over in about an hour. Okay, so it's been an hour here in the Texas Crunch. Just gonna open it up. Take the old trusty tongs, and just like I said, we're gonna flip them. And simple as that. Close the lid back down, make sure it's gonna get back up to temp, and we're gonna be another hour. Okay, I've taken the packets off. It's been 2 hours inside the Texas Crunch. Just wanted to show you what you should be seeing right here. That bone shrinkage right there, that's how you know you're going to get fall off the bone ribs. So there's it on the top side, there's it on the bottom side. We got 1 more hour. Just gonna put them back on the grill here. No aluminum foil, no nothing. We're gonna do this for 45 minutes. Then after that, we're gonna hit them up with some barbecue sauce, and then they'll be ready to go. See them back about 45 more minutes. Again, this entire tire cook is gonna be set at around 225. Okay, our last portion to this, that's what you should have at this point. We're just gonna dress them up with a little bit of barbecue sauce. There we go. As little or as much as you like, depending upon how messy you want to get. But other than that, after you get this all dressed up, you close it for 10 more minutes, and these puppies will be good to eat. And there we go. Make sure we get it all. But as you can see, these had a really nice crust to them. The bones are barely hanging in there, which is what you want. You don't want, you know, Sonny's Steakhouse tough wings. You know, you want best wings you ever had in your life, and really that's what you get whenever you you do the 2-2-1 recipe on the Big Green Egg. All right, we're just about good on these, and then we will close it up, light it up for about 10 more minutes, and then we'll be in good shape. All right. Okay, the time has come. As you can see, my French Bulldog is hanging around the Big Green Egg, probably because there's a delicious smell of ribs. Not wings, like I said in the last section of the video. But that's what you get after all that work. What we're gonna do, just take it out like so. Lay it on whatever you want to lay it on. There we go. And there we go. There's the finished product. As you can see, the bones, ooh, just want to slide right out. Yep, and that's what you want. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching the video. As always, be looking out for next videos. I don't know what I'm going to do next. Maybe a pork loin. We shall see. But until then, grill safe and have fun. Thanks for watching.